There we go.
There we go. So we have a lot to go over today. My mic was muted. First of all, some idiotic judge has halted the construction of the new White House ballroom, right? Based on, now listen, the ballroom is being paid for by donations. It's not taxpayer money, the whole thing, right? So some lunatic preservation society got some judge to halt it and so on, and now it's going to take an act of Congress. Like, did Jackie Kennedy, when she did the Rose Garden, need an act of Congress to plant the? I mean, look, anything that Trump wants to do, the judicial system is against it. This is why we can't have nice things, Gene. We can't have nice things because the half the judges are out of their mind.
It's kind of like this, and I know you know this, is if you rent a place, and I've rented before in my lifetime, and I like to fix it up, right? Quite frankly, you fix it up, and I've even asked the renter before. It's like, okay, what could I do? Basically, we're going to count up what was there before there, and when you leave, we're going to make sure it's there. So when I rented before, I upgraded the whole thing. This wasn't even that long ago. This was in Myrtle Beach.
And you take on the expense because you're upgrading for the other person's house.
And the owner of it, which in this case is the United States American people, to have that.
Right. So here's the funny, silly part of this, and why this will not stand on appeal. Because in order for this group to bring the case, they have to establish that in some way, shape, or form they've been harmed monetarily or physically, right? There has to be harm. There has to be damages. What damages did some preservation society incur because Trump is building a ballroom on the White House? See, that's why the case won't stand. It's all jokery. When it comes to Trump, Trump wants ice cream. He needs Congress. Congress has to act. Tell him which flavor ice cream he can have. This isn't right. I'm so sick of these crazy people. Aren't you tired of these nuts?
Listen. The other thing that I'm getting tired of, if you just look at what has been accomplished these past year and a half now, this is going really, really fast. Year and 4 months, it is way better than what we had, and we see it on the precipice of really breaking through.
There's a ton. And speaking of crazy, and I know Gene was like, well, maybe. Here. Let me show you guys this. If anybody is following this outright blasphemer, you've got to unfollow this lunatic. I mean, who in the world has the balls to make an AI picture of themselves as Jesus Christ with a crown of thorns on his head during Holy Week and then post it? And then he's calling himself a wizard. Look, I'm going to tell you right now, MAGA has to let go of the crazy. You got to let go of the crazy. It's time for the crazy to go, put them on a boat in the middle of St. John's Bay and let the crazies just drift off, because they're just they're a bitchy anchor around this movement's neck. You can't deal with crazy people. So I don't know what everybody wants to do, but George is moving forward without the crazies.
The other thing you have to understand about this is that you realize that there are people that in everything, like when there's a peaceful demonstration, we've always knew this, that people would insert themselves to be like violent or whatever to make the whole group look bad. You realize that some of these crazy things that people people say is to discredit all of us. I'll just say that. I'll say the one thing, and I really didn't want to put it out like that, but one of them I heard is that the amazing Hall of Fame or future Hall of Fame quarterback, Tom Brady, that he was in Gitmo executed, and I don't even want to have to say it like that, but that's what I've heard.
For what? For a Super Bowl loss? What would they kill him for?
So my point is, they were saying, "Oh, he's been replaced by an actor." And they say, "Look at this picture. Look at this picture."
Yeah.
You realize what would be required to do that? Just like what you would have to find an actor that could also throw a football at that level.
No. The crazy is that they grew him in a lab. He's a clone, so he's going to have the same skill set right out of the bubble. He comes out of the bubble. And he's Tom Brady, all skill set and everything. I'm telling you,
so you know,
the lunatics, these people, you're right, Gene, they attach themselves to a bona fide, good political movement to make everybody look like they're a bunch of loons. And then the left has a field day pointing that out.
Right. If you could just do rather, okay. And I see this all the time because even on Facebook or whatever, the amount of shares of total nonsense. When someone says something, there's no hurt in just saying, "Wow, huh." That's it. You don't have to share it. You don't have to weigh in on anything. That will prevent some of the craziness of being spread instead of showing, "What do you think of this? Check this out. Oh, do you think this is real?" Whatever.
Yeah.
Where did we go in society where we just can't say, "Huh? Wow." That's it.
I know. But dude, who in the world has the balls to do this? Who has the absolute level of disrespect to do what this guy did? And then his followers think he's John Jr. This guy is no more John Jr. than the keyboard you have on your desk in front of you.
Well,
he's a fake, phony asshole. There you got it. You got it out of me. All right.
Okay.
Let's go because we got a big show and
all right.
You know.
We'll make everyone happy starting with this story. All right. This is something you can share as bona fide because it is a library. It'll be in Miami, which is wonderful. Wonderful with this. Now, the thing is, obviously, it's not built yet, but they did an AI type of preview of it.
Eric did this.
Yeah. Oh, it's now,
Eric actually, he actually did this.
Yeah. Well, when you have to understand the way the Trumps work. It's a skyscraper, right? You realize that there's like, okay, it's down here, but if you wanna rent an office up there,
oh yeah, there'll be apartments, there'll be office space, and the bottom level will be the presidential library. There'll be a hotel, restaurants.
One of the most really quick with this, one of the most exciting, some of the most exciting times when Trump had his hotel in D.C. And I've been there both when Trump was there and when Trump wasn't there. When he's not there, there is security. It's wonderful. But when Trump is there, it is like just in his room, just hanging out. It is wonderful. Like you have you drive in and then there's like the people underneath the cars with mirrors. Everything is top notch protection. So could you just imagine?
Donald Trump. I remember the story, Gene. And I know this. But didn't Donald Trump save your life one night? Gene in a similar situation like this, some of the bodyguards all of a sudden grabbed him, and they had him outside in an alley, beating the daylights, kicking him, beating him, and Gene couldn't tell anybody. Good thing he had his cameras around him because they were kicking the cameras, and then Trump saved his life. Trump came over and said, "That's enough, boys."
No, I have a lot of stories.
We stole that story straight from Shecky Green because he can't say anything.
There were so many stories I have with, and I told some of them with Secret Service, but it's
oh yeah.
Okay, here, check this out. This is
this is the library.
Yeah, this is beautiful. Here we go. Check this out when you have that plane in there. Like it's like a Reagan library, but it's gonna be like on its own.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, that's gonna be that's gonna be fantastic. They're gonna build shopping malls around it, little communities.
Could you imagine all the area around there?
Oh yeah.
Like how the shops and everything is just gonna go sky high. People investing in other hotels there. Really quick, if you haven't got the America 250 yet, guys, get it before they run out, because there's some never seen before Trump photos in here. We've been talking about it, and get yours because some of them, George Magazine will be talking to them to donate it because they need these.
Yes.
No one else was there to take them. Yes. By the way, not at the time, early on, not even Dan Scavino. He didn't become my boss until maybe like a month or 2 months, I think, 3 months. Yeah. So there was a time where no one was there. All right.
You know, the funny thing is that all the other presidential libraries kind of just sit there.
Yeah. Right? Yeah.
Not Trump's. Trump's like, well, you know, we could put a hotel. We'll rent office. We'll lease office space. We'll have apartments.
Well, okay, and so
restaurants. We'll get 5-star chefs.
So you guys know how this works with this. They are in charge of fundraising for this. It's not government money. People fundraise it. Now, here's what the other ones have done. This other presidents. Once they build it, they give it back to the United States government, and the United States government is responsible for the upkeep, which is good. Okay, but there's not a requirement. So if Donald Trump builds this, he might say, we're not going to give it back to the government to maintain it. We'll maintain it.
Okay. If I was Trump, let's see if this doesn't happen. I would say, United States government, I love you. Here's my presidential library. Oh, but President Trump, you have all of this whole building on top. Well, that's something. That's separate. That's a separate thing. Now, the library, you guys have to maintain. So you maintain the library, and I'll worry about the rest of the stuff.
Of course, the walls of the library go straight up.
Of course.
So it's like those when you buy a condo, you own everything from the inside, from the whatever. All right. Hey, Dave, you realize there was a big election here in Arkansas. And by the way,
this was glorious.
Stick around because after this, we do want to go back to saying hello to everybody. So stick around. But anyway,
Gene's feeling lonesome.
All right, check this out, Dave. All right, final results. Hammer defeats Norris. All right, now this is for Secretary of State of my home state, and this is good news. It was establishment versus outsider, and I want to tell everyone.
No, it was an outsider. It wasn't an outsider. Everyone wants to say, oh, the establishment versus like some, like a David and Goliath type situation. That's not what this was. This was more like the right candidate versus the snake.
Well, in this case right here, it is two separate factions, I should say.
Right.
When I say this.
Right.
Kim Hammer is with what other people have dubbed the establishment. But you have to remember, the governor of this state is Sarah Huckabee Sanders, a close ally of Trump. Kim Hammer got the endorsement of many of the senators. Tom Cotton was going for him, who's voted many times with Trump. He does his own thing sometimes, but he votes with Trump. Anyway, it was that versus the
Flynn's guy.
Yes, which was endorsed by Flynn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Flynn should change. Mike Flynn should change his middle name to Pole Poison.
Well,
for his endorsements. Has he won? Has his endorsements pushed any of the candidates over the finish line? I think he's batting 1,000, like 0 for whatever.
Well, the last time was in Texas with the governor's race.
Yeah.
There. That was a trouncing. Okay.
Yeah.
Guys, I want you to see
the thing that we want to get across is this. Here you've got Sarah Huckabee Sanders, who's a close ally of Trump. Her father is the ambassador to Israel now. Then you have Tom Cotton, votes with President Trump 100% of the time. All of these people are backing Kim Hammer. And in comes Mike Flynn and his entourage, Lindell or whoever, and they endorse the other guy on purpose.
I will say this, and I could say this safely because I'm here and I know them. Attorney General Tim Griffith, I just showed off a picture with me and him.
Yeah.
These people in office, they are good people. To give you an idea, and you guys know this, 20 years ago, these people on the ground battled the Democrats. Remember this in Arkansas. It was run by the Clintons.
Oh, Arkansas. I mean, all the way back to Lyndon Johnson. All the way back to Lyndon Johnson. You had the Dixie Mafia.
Right. These people in office now fought all of these Democrats to get into office. And then now you have these other people saying, oh, you're rhinos. And all of them are like, are you joking me? Where were you in the fight when we're battling the Democrats? You have to remember that, really, this was Clinton land.
Right.
And it's not. It is Huckabee, Sarah Huckabee, Attorney General Tim Griffin, the senators that we know, and this gentleman. And so this was I am thrilled that Kim Hammer won. Okay. Right. Can I show you these numbers?
Now the numbers are interesting.
Okay. This is, I'm going to just guess like a month or a month and a half ago. This was the actual primary. And so 266,000 people voted in that.
Right.
Look, Norris was actually ahead. 91,000 people voted for him. Kim Hammer, not 89,000. And there was one more, 85,000. Now, this is from yesterday's race here. Guys, thank you so much for watching this with us.
Yeah, because this is interesting, guys. Now, remember, when they first had the election, that 266,000 people voted. Now, we have the runoff, and this is what the Flynn gang banks on, is that no one shows up for the runoff. But in this case, what do we have, Gene?
Yes, 40,000 people voted for Kim Hammer, and he won with that. And so between the two, it was only 80,000 people that voted.
80,000.
So
less than a third
of
the people on the regular election day came out for the runoff.
And if I could also mention this, Dave, actually it's perfect because we're going to segue into voting. 40,000 people voted early voting for this.
Yeah. So, and mail-in ballots.
Mail-in ballots and early voting and the whole before the race yesterday.
Right.
And so that's one of the things that we're going to be talking about in this next segment. Actually, Dave, you talked a little bit about this. You want to?
Oh, yeah. So what this is all about here, okay. In this executive order to DHS, President Trump is making it clear that it's not the mail-in ballots per se that he's against, right? What he's against is the postal service delivering X number of ballots to a single address, and the Democrats use all those extra ballots to make up names or whatever, and send the votes back by mail. This is the problem. So that executive order through DHS sets up a system by which there will only be mail-in ballots that will be delivered to those that are on a federal registry, where it's going to be compiled from Social Security of verified citizens, right? So obviously, if you voted in elections and everything else, and you were born, you're a verified citizen. So you'll get a ballot in the mail, and then only those ballots that are delivered to bona fide citizens will be returned by mail. So
right.
if it's other type of felonious looking ballots, the Postal Service will not accept them back.
Right. This is what we want. We want the protection just like everyone else that all claim they do. I just want to remind everyone that over 2 years ago, Dave Blaze said on this program to vote early, vote by mail, vote any way you can.
Right.
Dave got so much heat from this.
Oh, yeah.
It was crazy.
Listen, why that is because these people, and I keep saying like these people, but anyone that's telling you either not to vote because you can't vote your way out of this, only vote on election day, and only vote with a number 3 pencil or a special marker or some nonsense. All they want you to do, they want to make it as hard as possible to vote. The power that we have as citizens, as a people in the United States, is our right to vote, and the vote counts. That's why there's so much propaganda against voting. Oh, your vote don't count. It's only the people that count the votes. They're in charge and all of this. No, your votes matter. Just like in this particular election here, there were only 80,000 people, and the guy won by what, 1,000 votes?
Yeah, it was like 800 votes.
800 votes.
Obviously, it's less than that, but
right. So, however convenient it is for you to vote, vote. That's it. That's the message.
And this was a strategy. This was not the strategy in 2020, but because of Laura Trump, who is the head or co-head of the RNC, she said, "Oh, I get it. They have a lead that's almost unsurmountable per se. That the only way they can win it is that if everyone that meant to go out actually goes out on election day." Right. The Democrats have such a lead. So she says to her father-in-law, "Sir," or whatever, "I know you might not think so, but let me show you the data." And then Donald Trump said, "Well, okay, let's do that." Anyway, this is
so go ahead, play her thing.
Laura Trump.
Because the reality is, if everybody waits until election day to go vote, anybody out there with kids knows you got kids. Maybe your job won't let you take enough time off. Those lines could be very long. You could have weather issues, whatever it is, life happens. And our message from the RNC and the Trump campaign and from Donald Trump has been, get out and vote early and don't go vote alone. We need to swamp the vote and make sure that everybody gets out and gets their vote banked.
And that was the beauty of putting Lara in the RNC.
Yeah.
Because she got the numbers, she sorted out what the problem was, and this messaging of only voting on election day was losing the election for them.
Right. Obviously I'm not doing this, but if I wanted to run a psyop on the Democrats, I would go in and pretend to be a Democrat influencer, and then I would tell them, by the way, oh man, it's totally corrupt. Whatever you do, don't vote ahead. Don't put it in the mail. Don't do anything.
Right.
Just vote on election day. Or you know what? They're going to cheat anyway, so don't even bother. That's what I would do. So if we can figure out that's how they would, if I'm not me, but you could attack them. You don't think they're doing it? They're trying to do it on the right. So don't listen to them.
They're doing that exactly, or they're doing this bit. Look, you got to get involved locally. You got to get involved at the local level. Just voting is not going to get us there. You have to get involved, become a committeeman, spend all your time, knock on doors, do this, do that. Yeah, so the average family members are like, wait a minute now. I got to go to work. I don't get home until 7 o'clock. We have dinner. I got stuff to do, and then I'm going to go out and start knocking on. No, I'm not going to do that. I might as well not vote.
Right.
And that is the psychology behind that Flynn message of get involved at the local level. It's to make you frustrated. You're given a situation and you're set up for failure immediately. That's the problem. And Lara Trump cut right through all of that. Nope. Hey, we got to flood it. Vote early, absentee, mail-in ballots, get there early, whatever you got to do, just get the vote in.
Yeah, no, this is wonderful. And the other thing about it is we're starting to see it. And then we also are reporting even where the special elections are, the runoff elections are. We're doing it right in the dispatch.
Oh, yeah. Now, look, we have the next big one is we have Georgia coming up. And then we have a New Jersey special election coming up. And then the month of May, we'll be outlining for everybody all of the elections going on in May that are important for everybody to know. They're all over the place. So you can count on us. We'll have it all in the dispatch for you guys to follow along. And we'll give you the updates almost daily.
Yes. And just so you know, guys, we appreciate everyone commenting. Joyce Ann, thank you so much. Tracy, thank you as always. Great to see Ginger Lynn here. And there's also some of these new ones here.
Oh, I know. We got Tammy. Yep. Tammy's in the yard. Tammy is still in the yard. We got Julie Miller's here with Ginger and Jackie and Jamie and Tracy, of course, Stella. Where's Phil? Oh, there's Phil. All right. Yeah. Phil's here. Hey, Darren made it. That's wonderful.
This is I'm going to
Mary Elizabeth
for Darren.
William, Monica's here.
Oh, that's my theme song.
That's great. Debbie. All right. The crew is here. Cheryl's here. That's great. We love you guys. Great to see you. And you know, sometimes we get steamed up about things, but it's only because we're trying to cut through the crazy that has infiltrated our movement. And it's tough. It's tough, but we're making headway.
Yes. Okay. Dave, you want to talk about this fishing and not the fishing, us fishing. Okay. This was in the dispatch. Don't forget, go get the dispatch for free. Go get it at georgemagazine.com. Lawmakers say Iran targeted him in phishing attack disguised as a TV interview. Dave, first of all, I don't know if you want to name which ones they are because we don't know if they're verified.
So we were now we declined. Gina and I declined because our calendars just don't have the time for it. But we were approached by Town and Country. We were approached by Entertainment Tonight, and we were approached by the Wall Street Journal for interviews just recently on a variety of topics, including the JFK Jr. Movie that mainstream media is now cashing in on. So
we're not implying that they were trying to infiltrate us. It's just that we're really that busy. But in this case, even a lawmaker got on this.
Right. So what they do is they send you an email. In this particular case, send you an email, and you want to respond to the email, and it'll have some kind of maybe a PDF or something in the email to click on. And it's a phishing attack. And if he would have clicked on it, instantly a whole bunch of malware gets downloaded onto your computer, and they're able to get in and see all your files, take over your email, the whole kit and caboodle.
Right. This one, remember when Kash Patel, by the way, it was his personal that got hacked with this. And just to show you how the public perception, there was a viral video that went online about Kash Patel, and it was fake. Anyway, here's the video.
Yeah.
Social media users claimed online that this video of a man dancing was one of those leaks files, and as you can see, it got millions of views online. And this is only on X. I also saw it on Instagram, Threads, Facebook, even YouTube, the lot. Now, users claimed that this video of a man dancing to the 1985 Bollywood song Sun Saiba Sun in his home, that they claimed that this was the FBI director in his home. Now, if we did, I did a simple reverse image search online. I found that the video has indeed been posted on the internet for at least 5 years, dating back to 2021.
Listen, God forbid they ever catch you in a little, dancing around. If they ever caught me dancing around to some stupid,
I will be dancing in
60 song, feeding the cat.
No, it's gonna be good.
I'm telling you, these people, and then post it online. Oh, look, this is not a serious. That's what the left was saying about Kid. Oh, this guy, look, he's not a serious person. Who does this? And this is the crazy lefties. Who I can't. Don't get me started on this, but I mean, come on, man. That's the best you got.
Right. I mean, I saw it in Attack on Bongino, like digging up stuff from like I don't even know how many years ago. It's just like,
yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
It's low quality. It's low quality attacks.
Yeah.
They're just low quality attacks. And it's interesting too, Gene, is that these dopes, they don't know how to debate or argue based on facts. So as soon as you present something that they can't really come back at you for, because it's a fact, they attack you. They instantly go for the personal attack. They call you names, then they go for a personal attack. Always the same MO.
Yeah. All right. Dave, do you want to talk about anything else before we get out of here, or you want to? There's so much here. Oh, you know what, Dave? Can I talk about this at least?
Yeah.
Okay. If you have not gotten the AI online publication yet, right? You realize that this is the direction of the country, like it or not. And it is so early in this, and this isn't like the ground floor opportunity. Just understanding it and just reading and understanding the basis of it. In other words, as you said before, how the prompt, when you say the prompt, how you ask the question matters in the results. And here you have it, is like it's right there on your fingertips of what you can.
You're going to have companies massively instituting training programs and looking to hire people to run various tasks or whatever through the artificial intelligence that they have at the corporation. And they're going to be looking for people that know how to at least have the ability to chat with the AI, right? So we're handing you the information. Don't look at it and go, I don't need that. And then when you're the one not getting the jobs, then sitting on the couch going, oh, everything is against me. It's the big cabal. It's the Jews. It's the this. It's the that. No, it's that you're lazy and you didn't just sort out how to do this. It's not hard. 8-year-olds are doing this.
When there was 2 others that I know situations. The first one, and I lived through it, when we went from typewriters, the tick, 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 right? Went from that to word processors. That was the first one. It's not just by understanding how you can make it into a file, you can put it here, you can back it up on a disk, all of that stuff.
Right. And these jobs that are going to be doled out after the initial training are like 6-figure a year jobs. I mean, it's not like, it's not $8 an hour jobs. Right. These are big jobs, but you're going to have some knowledge going in. They're not going to just take in anybody. So this is what you're going to need. What's in that book is what you'll need to know.
Right. And one more with this, because I came in through the forefront of it when it was a photography before, and it was right in the middle of my career with it, went from film to digital. And I was a young man at the time, but I instantly was able to compete with people that had 10, 20 years more experience than me, just because I understood it and the concepts behind it. And so with this thing, seriously, for like 20 some bucks, just to read it and say, okay, now I understand it. Anyway, all right. That's my rant for today.
So it's there, and you can't say it's not there. It stands as a testament.
Okay, Dave. Number one, again, and I think Joyce here asked me the question: am I happy with the results of the Secretary of State? Yes, I have. Never met Kim Hammer. I'm sure I will, but like I know many of his friends and people that vouch for him, and including Sarah Huckabee Sanders. So it's a good day, and it was happened that way because people actually went out and voted. So
yeah, but the important thing is that Kim Hammer will beat the Democrat in the general election.
Yes.
Whereas the other person had zero chance.
Well, this is now it's Republican country, but then again, you never know. But it is strong, and again. Here, as we talked about it before, Dave, the litmus test in this case is once some of these are beaten in the primary, will they go and then will they say, guys, we need to get behind this person?
No, because there are all those types are all that network is a giant bitchy anchor around this movement's neck. That's all they are. They're just a big bitchy anchor that we have to take off, because they're not going. Right? You would think that the other candidate would now say, "All right, I lost fair and square and all of this, and we have to all get behind Kim Hammer now and beat the Democrat." And no, they're not going to do that. You see that Doc Chambers in Texas getting behind Governor Abbott? No.
And just a reminder, guys, no one's going to be claiming here that this election was rigged. If there was any problem, Brian Norris only got 39,000 votes for the runoff. For the main one, he got 91,000. So if anything, people didn't go back out and vote for that. Okay.
Right. They didn't go back out and vote.
Okay, guys, thank you so much. We really enjoyed the show today, and thank you very much for joining us. By the way, some of you guys know I have a busy day, so there's no TikTok tonight. I know Joyce was here from that, but other than that, Dave Blaze.
He doesn't have a busy day. He's sitting there watching ball. I tell you, if you guys only do. I'm just joking.
All right, guys, thank you so much for joining us, and we will see you tomorrow. Thanks for checking us out. Don't forget to go to georgemagazine.com and sign up for the Dispatch. It's free. Get the emails and the news stories. And check us out Monday through Friday, 5 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. You can check us out on Facebook and YouTube. We'll see you then.